Saturday to the club, Saturday night.
Bricks.
Saturday to the club, Saturday night.
With Jeff Morena.
Saturday to the club, Saturday night.
Bricks.
Saturday to the club.
Everybody put your hands in the air.
Saturday to the club, Saturday night.
Bricks.
Saturday to the club, Saturday night.
With Jeff Morena.
Saturday to the club, Saturday night.
Bricks.
Saturday to the club.
Oh yes, you are now rocking with the best.
It's the funky Filipino, Jeff Morena, in the mix.
Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as a shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling.
Hello. Okay, so that song that I just played, obviously, is promoting Bricks. It's their 5-year anniversary this weekend. My friend Nick Caleb, or well, I'm gonna say your whole name. Nicholas Charles Ofai. He is the promotions manager at Bricks. He's a really, really good friend of mine. And the person doing the mixing is Jeff Morena. He is their Saturday night DJ. He's pretty good. So I think if you guys aren't going to any of the pre-Pride stuff here in Fresno this weekend, you happen to be in the Bay Area, go check out Bricks. It's really, really cool. Everyone there is very friendly, and the bar staff is awesome, and they will fuck you up. Anyway, yeah, so that is why I kind of included that, and then also too the song from Rihanna. I really like it, and it's honest. It's kind of funny that that is. Well, it's actually kind of strategically placed as to why that's the beginning song too. Is you know, we're plugging Bricks, but also too it has a lot to do with Nick. So Nick and I have been friends for years. We met when I was a bartender at the Red Lantern. It was a Monday night, and I was bartending in my underwear. And little skeezy Nick over there in the corner with his Bacardi Diet was flirting and all that other bullshit. And anyway, that's how we became friends. And we've been off and on friends ever since. And recently has been probably one of my closest friends. He will probably tell you that I am a really bad friend because he texts me every day and I don't always reply. But I am kind of like that with everyone. I feel bad saying that because I try my best to stay in contact with everybody that I'm close with. But when it comes down to it, I'm horrible at returning phone calls. I'm horrible at returning text messages. It's not that I don't read them or I don't think about the person. It's more I read it and I see that like either I'm at work and I don't reply and then I forget, or I'll say, oh, I'll get to it later, or oh, I'll text him later, and then I just don't. So yeah, he'd probably say that I'm horrible at returning text messages, but this video blog is kind of focused more on like friend aspects and stuff like that, and I'm gonna talk about a few people. But oh, one shout out to my friend Philip Ramirez. I told you I was going to do a shout out on you like 6 video blogs ago, but I didn't, so there's your shout out. Better fucking watch it. Anyway, Nick is an awesome friend. He is probably one of the only people that I know that has never ever like judged me, at least openly judged me. And he's always been very supportive and a really, really good friend. And I honestly say I need that in my life right now, and I really need good friendships and good people. Just because, you know, you're kind of going through changes in life and changes throughout, you know, I guess maturity. I don't know, you kind of grow up and you're realizing that not everybody needs to be around all the time, and you kind of don't want everyone to know your business. It's funny, I'm doing a video blog and I'm talking about my business, but I only have 150 views, so whatever. But so anyway, back to that. Nick is a fantastic friend of mine. He does not judge me. He's a great person. I really enjoy his company. He's one of those people that I go to for an escape. You know, when you're trying to just escape from reality, and that person has a miraculous way of making you forget all of the stuff that's going on just for a little while. So you can just kind of, I guess, regurgitate and sit on what's going on. And he will definitely let you have fun. Now, I don't think I've ever thrown up on the side of a road before, except for with Nick. So yeah, but Nick and I have a very complicated relationship. He and I guess, are complicated. Me, it always just seems like it's bad timing for he and I to actually ever be anything more than just friends, because I go through certain things in my life, and I believe that it's really important for me to focus on other things and focus on myself, and it just seems like we've never really kind of connected on that point. And I mean, yeah, part of me wishes that we did, but at the same time, I'm really, really happy that it's not one of those situations, because when it comes down to long-term friendships and somebody that you want in your life for a really long time, I mean, he's definitely one of them. So I talked to him before this to make sure it's okay if I talked to him or talked about him. I don't know if he's wondering, we're kind of wondering what I'm going to talk about, but it's just more, I guess, of appreciation of you, Nick. I really appreciate the person that you are, and I appreciate what you are to me and what you do for me. He's currently taking care of Dexter right now because I can't, and he's training him. Nick used to train horses, so this little dog is stubborn as shit. So I figured, Nick, I'm pretty sure he figured that it would be beneficial, and he's taking care of Dexter. Dexter so far is doing really well there, is what I hear. But yeah. So that is one good friend, and it's one of the reasons why I put the Rihanna video in the beginning, is because, we do care very much for each other. I love the guy, but it's more of those things to where it needs to stay a friendship. And I think I feel as if I'm protecting him, because I talk about like, oh, I'm cool and stuff, but I'm crazy, people. You have no idea how psychotic I can be, and I'm sure Nick has seen parts of it, and then other people have seen parts of it, and so anyway, oh, lost my screen. There we go. So I just really appreciate him being around, and I appreciate the fact that he's in my life, and we don't always agree on everything, and I think we have a little bit different taste in the people we hang out with sometimes. He knows what I'm talking about. Everyone else can be like, what? But oh well, I accept him for who he is, and I'm sure he does the same for me. Now, on to other people. I just want to do a quick shout out to people that I really care a lot for. Richard, Tony Perez. I really heart him too. Like, actually, no, I love him. He is a wonderful guy, and I love spending time with him, and he's great. He's really been there for me recently too, just as far as all this stuff that I had gone through in my last video blog, and then all this stuff that's going on right now, and work and bullshit and school. It's it's really nice to have him in my life. And then Nikki, I've mentioned her before. I don't even know if she watches my video blogs. Probably not. She's a very busy girl. But she is my inspiration as far as wanting to be a teacher, wanting to be just a better person in general. Nikki and I dated a long time ago when I was straight, and happens to be my best friend still. And I love that girl to death. And I got to see her recently. I had to observe a classroom for an assignment in my master's program. And she let me observe her special education class, because she's a special education teacher. And I am just amazed by who she is. It's one of those things to where we were dating when she was very first started teaching, and I looked at her. I was like, oh my gosh, this poor girl is just all over the place, and it was really difficult to see some of the kids she was dealing with, and now to see her, 4, 5, 6 years down the line doing the same thing and having a completely different outlook and just watching her interact and have like the classroom management is completely different and I don't know, she just seems like very at peace. I mean, I'm sure she's stressed. I'm sure that she is frustrated, but it looks like she has a really good handle, and it's more of an inspiration to see her teach like that and see that she's doing so much better and she's making a positive difference in those children's lives. Because I mean, some of those kids, they don't have anything in school, and Nikki, she's it for them, and so I just really look up to her, and I love her to fucking death. So it was just really nice to see her. I haven't seen her in a while, and oh yeah, I get a little teary-eyed. And let's see, what else? School is going okay. I'm not sure if I really like University of Phoenix very much, just because it's not that it's a bad school, it's just very, very different from what I'm used to. There's a lot of teamwork and there's a lot of other things that you have to do that's different than normal university, which is fine, but I don't really think that we should be held accountable for our other teammates' mistakes and fuck-ups. And I've noticed a lot. I posted on my Facebook yesterday. I was like, okay, I get it. You're a fucking suck-up, and you're an overachiever. But in order to be that, I think that you should truly follow directions so it doesn't make the rest of us look bad. So my team was a little frustrating recently because our instructor was asking us, and there were specific and implicit directions on what to do, and they didn't do it. And our presentation that was just supposed to be an informal presentation, very quick, turned out to be this formal 15-minute presentation, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like with my arms crossed, pissed. And like all the other teams are like, really? And I'm thinking in my head, really? And then the instructor's looking at us like, really? And it was like very apparent that he's frustrated that we're not following directions. And I had mentioned this is what we need to do, and that's not what happened. So hopefully my grade doesn't suffer too much, but I don't know. It's just one of those things to where I believe in teams. I believe that you have to form those relationships with people and colleagues in a teamwork situation. But you know what? It's very apparent when there's a weak link or when there's someone not following direction. The rest of us really shouldn't be held accountable for it. It should be that individual person, but the group as a whole needs to be able to come together and change it. But I mean, that's just my opinion. We'll see. I don't know. Other new stuff is I've lost to date 25 pounds since November. I don't know if you guys can tell. I mean, I can tell on my face that it's a little bit thinner, and I can tell that my stomach doesn't jiggle as much, but and I know everyone's like, oh my god, shut up. But I struggle with my weight all the time, so I just want to point out that no, I don't have a fucking six-pack. Yes, I have love handles, and yes, my stomach jiggles when I walk. But I'm comfortable with it. I'm just really happy that I'm losing the weight. So my next step is to tone it up a lot more than what it is right now. And with the help of Richie, which has been one of the big things as far as like he's been pushing me to go to the gym, and he has helped me lose a lot of the weight. And yeah, that's that. And hopefully I can keep on track and lose more. Hopefully it's not just a summer thing, because I always seem to lose weight during the summer and then gain like 50 pounds during the winter because I don't exercise or whatever. But yeah, so far my place is coming together really nice. You guys can probably see behind me, but that I have a different color going on in the back. It's like this aqua blue, which I mean it looks really good with the walls. I had it red for a while, but the red was nice. It's just it was a little much, and I think the blue is a little more mellow. It's a little more masculine, and I like it a little better. I have to change my pillows. So if anybody knows someone who can do a pillowcase or like a pillow covering for these pillows, I was just gonna buy like curtain fabric, and you guys do that so they match. So yeah, that's that. And pretty much that's all the stuff going on in my life. Like I said before, on my last video blog, I'm still very amped up on the talking about HIV. If someone needs to talk to me, or if someone feels as if they need to talk to somebody about anything about their status, or if they're afraid or anything, my door is always open. My phone number is always open. My email is always open. Feel free to contact me, and we can talk it out, hash it out, cry it out. I'm actually not a big crier, but I've been finding myself crying a lot more in the last 4 months than I've ever cried in my life, I think. So, I'm not going to say I'm not a crier, because apparently I am. So, yeah, I just want to extend that invitation again. Sometimes people need a little push. But I hope everybody has a great week, and I will talk to some of you soon. And Nick, Richard, Nikki, I love y'all, and thank you for everything that you give me. And that's it. Okay, don't forget, we have Club Poppy this weekend at Fresno Express, just so y'all know. If you like that big floppy uncut dick thing. And then also, if you're not doing any of that and you want to celebrate Brix' 5-year anniversary being in San Jose, then they are having a celebrity there. I forgot her name, but she was on a few, I think, Broadway shows or whatever. If you have any questions, the Brix Facebook page is on my page. You can probably check it out from there. Along with Nick, his Facebook page is connected to Brix as well. It's Nick Caleb on there. Just so anybody who knows, or they're trying to figure out who Nick is the guy who took those fantastic pictures of me in February. So that's kind of like referencing who he was. He's also a very, very talented photographer, and he was a model too, and he was on a show too, which I still have yet to see. I still want to see it. But yeah. Oh, just one more thing about Nick too. We should really get him to smile more with his teeth, because if anybody who knows him well, he never smiles like this. And it's very rare that he does in a picture. There's like 2, and I own one of them. Thanks, Mom, for taking that. So, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, other than he has a really nice smile, and he takes great pictures. So yeah, have a great day. I'll talk to y'all soon.